Okay, here we have a monster combat zone battle arena setup. I've got about 50 bugs, all different states of batteries. I've got 2 openings that I'm just going to open now that allow them to leave this gymnasium area. We'll give them a good tussle around, mix up, and already we've got some guys going. I want to see some good fair battles. We've got 4 arenas, and you might recognise the setup. It's very similar to the Viking setup, but different. I hope improved. So let's see whether these guys can get on and fight and give us some good combat. We've already got a Transformer Nano in Combat Zone 1 waiting for some competition. Now I am going to stand up these guys in the gymnasium area, and I'm going to free up any particular jams that I think are not doing any of us any favours, just to get the flows going. Any guy's battery that goes flat, well, if they haven't got the endurance and they've not been exercising enough in the gym, then sorry, they're out. Okay, so we've got a bit of a jam going on here. That isn't the idea. This guy managed to go back, and this guy, these one-way doors can be defeated, and anyone that I think is cheating will have to go right back to the gymnasium. I will prod and help as necessary. Let's get these guys in. As you can see, I'm using a classic HexBug track scoop. And anybody pushed out in the combat areas will absolutely have to do the drive back to the beginning. Anybody's batteries is flat, and he went flat before we even started, will be out of the match. Okay. As you know from the Viking arena, this is quite geared for flow, so the guys should be able to travel through the combat zones, but there's a lot of loopbacks and it's an honour system, so if nobody's actually had a fair fight, I expect them to go back and fight again. So this is good. We want to see some fighting. These guys that want to go back against my one-way flaps, I will not tolerate. They need to get on and fight. Okay, so we've got a couple of guys waiting for a fight. That's what I like to see. Let's hope some of the contestants, now that they've had time in the gymnasium, have worked out and are now ready and limbered up, ready to fight. That's a lot better. So we've got some good fighting now going on in Combat Arena 1 and 2. Those that succeed will go through and come through to 3, where the glow-in-the-dark, the most visible HexBug Nano on the table today, is waiting for all comers. We've got some good losses going on already. Let's just scuttle these guys around again. And these guys that have been kicked out, right back to the beginning. Now, depending where they're kicked out, which battle arena, so battle arena 1 and 2 in this area, I'm going to put them back to the beginning because they've not gone that far anyway. This guy's stuck on the flap door because there's another guy pushing behind him. In fact, I'm going to stand him up. I'm being very generous there, and I knocked him over in the process of standing him up. Okay, this guy's getting a little bit impatient, but I don't want to win for somebody that hasn't done any fighting. I hope you can hear me, guy. Don't go this way. Well done. He's going straight back. He's going to retake Battle Arena 4, 3 and 4 again. Well done. That's the kind of honour system I like to see. Make sure these guys can get in. We keep scooping these guys, and I'm blocking jams like this. We've got so many wanting to get into the fight. These 2 that want to get out. I'm sorry guys, that is not the idea. Back to the gymnasium for you. Now, he didn't have a fight, and I think he deserves one. He got pushed out a little bit earlier, however he did. He got beaten. Back to the beginning. Gymnasium for you. So here, Battle Arena 3, we've got 3 good bugs having a good tussle. Combat Arena 2 is almost full to bursting point. We're going to see a lot of losses there. Especially now the pink one's just come in and he immediately pushed out that light blue. Brilliant manoeuvre there. But unfortunately he was thwarted as another black transformer HexBug comes in behind him. So this is a high casualty combat zone there. Combat zone 1 cooled off, but combat zone 2 really flared up there. Each one's got a little staging area just before. This is a particularly devious cell, and if you look at the exit point you can see why. So you've just come out of combat zone 2, and you can actually go back again. Sorry, you come out of combat zone 4 and you can go back again, straight back into, if you're not careful, either this way to go back into combat zone 2, or if you're unlucky and you go this way, you can then go back into the start of 3 and 4 again. So there's a lot of dead end traps, and if you're very unlucky from here, you go right back to gymnasium again. So really devious trap for that one. These guys are being fought and battling well. Again, we need to do a little bit of juggling around here, as these guys are actually blocking the entrance to combat zone 1, and that is not the idea. Come on guys, step up to the mark. Let everyone who wants to fight get through, and those that don't, get back to the gymnasium. There's things to play with back there. Okay, I think these guys have also got themselves in a rut. They're either having a chat about strategy and tactics, but it's not going to fare them well. It's not a team sport, this. Even though there are bugs of similar families. We've got transformer bugs, we've got raceway bugs, we've got Halloween bugs, we've got festive bugs. But they're all fighting on their own today. This is monster fight. So come on guys, show me what you're made of. That's better. 3 fighting here in the final combat zone. These 2 blues both got through a little bit too easy in my liking. A lot of people falling over here, being pushed out. Combat zone 1 is doing very well at the moment. Good to see the blue guys getting back into the fight, even though they're not doing a very good job of it. Get some of these guys that I messed up earlier moving. You've got to keep the entrances here free, or these guys will never get in, and they can't get in, they can't get through to the arena. Okay, this pink HexBug has been through a few fights now, but he's not winning enough. Not sure what his plans are, but he did a good charge earlier. But he certainly isn't able to stay in those battle arenas well enough. This guy came through without too much of a battle. Let's have a look. Okay, he's got a chance 50-50, he's going for it. Let's see, we've got to keep our eyes on this guy. I hope he's an honourable fighter. I hope he has some challenges. There's an honour system here. He heard me. He knows what I'm saying. Okay, this blue guy, Raceway 2, is pushing the light blue bug in for a fight. It's a little bit bully tactics, but in this battle arena, I'm afraid it's valid. That festive bug's gone flat. He wasn't moving, and another one jumped off a table. I heard it hit the base of a metal light. I've got over to the right of my table. These 2 guys pushed out fair and square. Let's get them back. The gymnasium. Got a lot of guys on their sides. Festive red, sitting out of the match. Endurance is as much part of this as anything. Okay, these guys have got their feet really tangled. It's going to be a right mess, so I'm going to be generous there. These guys are all on their sides. I'm being very generous here. Okay, let's see what goes on, and because I've been so generous with uprighting, the one guy that wasn't, I decided to do as well. Okay, so this blue guy that bullied light blue in, didn't get to push him out, and he's actually proceeding on his side. I don't like winners on the side, but to be fair, as he was pushed and bullied, I'm going to give him a break. Okay, one of my favourite Halloween bugs has gone through and been pushed out. Petrol blues, again, one of my populars. These guys are really, really causing havoc. Come on, let's circle it around a bit. think we might have a couple of flat batteries in there. That might be causing problems. Let's just see. If I move them around a bit, let's see who's not moving. No, maybe they're just being lazy. Wake up, guys. You got a fight to do. What is going on here? These guys were in for a fight and they've managed to all leave. I'm not having that. Come on. Let the yellow in. Okay, there should be some good combat here. Let's get my arm out of the way as quick as I can. Apologies. Okay, back to that combat. Nothing too much changed. We've got a jam going in and out of Combat Arena 2. Combat Arena 4 has got 5 bugs in. That's healthy. I don't like the look of this. What is red HexBug Raceway Bug 2 doing to this blue guy? Red 1, sorry. It's a red Raceway. Oh, you can't win like that. I hope to see you having had some good fights. Listen to me. Let's call him the winner. It's an honour system. Okay, he's the first one through. Let's pop him to the side. This guy's been bullied and coerced all the way. This jam is not going to undo itself. I'm going to be a little bit generous. This guy's been pushed out, not so generous. Combat Area 1, this red guy's stuck under the door. I'm going to let you get in properly. No, you're not getting out. That's it. Flat down, get in there for fighting. This is a monster arena, and I expect to see these guys behaving accordingly. They're large HexBug warrior friends. You can mount horns. I'm wondering whether I need to do the same again. My goodness. This guy has been bullied and pushed. He even managed to get underneath one of the gates without tripping it. Winner number 2. Let's see. This has been a full combat arena for quite some time now, but I'm not seeing enough action. There's too much chatting, too much bashing. Get pushing those guys out. I expect to see these guys out of the arena. Got a bit of a hee-ho, that's going to cause problems for that flat gate. Got the same again going here into the arena and out. Let's just keep this gate clear. And I'll knock these through if I have to. And I managed to upset the whole. Whoops, and I've got HexBugs underneath the. Let's try and get him out. There we go. You aren't going to go very far into there. Okay, we've got one guy that looped back that isn't able to get in. There he is. Okay. Let's again knock these guys around a bit because they're huddling. Okay, we've only got one festive HexBug back in the battle. The green one, the red one's out. These guys need a kick. You need a feisty one with a good battery to get in there and sort these guys out, and it might be Galvatron's job. Let's get these guys up on their feet. Okay, we've got another HexBug in the combat arena, number 4. And I'm not sure he's actually helped a great deal. He was in and out. You could see it was very busy. Okay, the gymnasium's almost empty. I've never seen the gymnasium starting area get so empty. That means these guys aren't pushing themselves out enough. I want to see more battles, guys. Oh, here we go. Now this is Galvatron. I gave him a little helping hand. I wonder whether he's going to decide to take the victory, and he has. Now then. I don't know about this, maybe it's because it's Galvatron. But I think I'm going to let this go on one more bug. For 2 reasons. I think I helped Galvatron a little bit too much, and this poor blue guy was pushed and bullied. I'm not sure he was doing a great deal of fighting. Now when I rewatch the video, if I find he was doing a really good job, and I had my eye off the ball, and it's really difficult to referee so many HexBugs all at one time. Even I have to do the replay videos. So although we got ourselves 3 HexBugs through the gate into the winning hex cell here, I'm going to see whether within only a few minutes, I'm not going to give these guys long, they've all been told. I want to see whether another battler a real champion is able to raise above what's been going on and show this pack of fighters how it's done. This arena is so full of sane people, it's almost like a roundabout. I almost think I should have put a roundabout in this one, because these guys, they're the same faces. I swear 3 or 4 of those have been there now for way too long. Some of these guys' batteries are really running thin. Good push out there. Couple of nice battles going on in Combat Arena 1 and 2. This guy can't even get in. That flap's so heavy on him. Okay, I pushed him out. I'll help that out. He's stuck under the door again. Fine, so be it, if that's what he wants. That was me taking the blue guy out. I put you back in again. That was a little bit unfair, although your battery is so flat, I do wonder whether I'm going to be pulling you out. I'm going to be pulling you out. You're not even moving. Okay, a little bit of self-righting. Time's going on. I'm not going to give these guys too much longer. I think Galvatron is asking for an independent referee to judge on this. But there isn't one, Galvatron. It's just me. Me and Optimus. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more standing up and uprightening of these bugs, especially the guys that got slightly flat batteries. Let's see what these guys can do. Okay, have we got ourselves a more legitimate warrior that's come through? Let's see. Honor system. He's declaring himself a winner. And there we have 4 final HexBugs. Certainly we had 3 through a little while ago, but I wanted to see one extra one just to see what was going to happen here. I'm happier with the result. I'm not sure whether the guy that was bullied actually did a great deal of fighting, but he certainly managed to make his way through all the battle arenas. And if nobody was savvy enough to fight him, well, maybe he's a stealthy winner. Maybe that's a kind of a new way of classing his kind of fighting style. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been a monster of a battle. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment.